Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. So in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing a polygel kit from MODELONES. They sent me this kit to try out. So I'd just like to say thank you to MODELONES for sending me this polygel kit. They sent me this kit to promote Amazon Prime Day, which will be from the 10th of October to the 11th of October, and this is one of the kits that will be on sale. So make sure on the 10th or the 11th to purchase a polygel kit or a gel polish kit. They have a few items that will be on sale for Amazon Prime Day. So I'm just going to be showing you guys all of the items that I got, and I got a lot of items. So the first thing that I got is a manual which shows a detailed instructions on how to use the polygel and some tips and tricks and stuff like that. It is easy for beginners to follow along. Then I got base coat and top coat. I got some dual forms. I got a 6 watts nail lamp with a USB cord and the instructions. Next, I also got this bag which included a lot of nail goodies. So I'm just going to be opening that for y'all to see what I got. So the first thing that I got are these clips. So they use these clips to keep the dual forms in place. Then I got some paper dual forms and some French nail tip guides. So they use these guides to create perfect smile lines when you are applying your gel polishes. Then we have some striping tape, gold and silver. Next, I got these glitters. Next is a multicolored rhinestone wheel. Next, we got 2 bottles of slip solution, a hand file, a cuticle pusher, a cuticle scraper, I believe it's called, a tweezer, polygel brush and picker, and we got 20 polygels. So I'm just going to be swatching all of the polygels. So they came in 2 separate bags. So they came 10 in one bag, 10 in the next, and they also came in their own individual bags, which was so difficult to remove. So this is a good thing. It means that even if there is a leak, it would be contained so that it wouldn't stick to the other polygels and stuff like that when in transit. So that is a good thing. So I am just going to be swatching the polygels for y'all to see, and they do have the seal on the nozzle as usual. So they came really sealed so that no leakage, no spillage or anything would happen. So I'm just going to be swatching the polygels and I'll be back shortly. Also, if you're interested in this kit, I will leave a link in the description below so that y'all can purchase this polygel kit on Amazon Prime Day, which is October 10th to 11th. So yeah. So these polygels are more nude, neutral colors. There isn't any bright colors in this polygel kit, and it is perfect for the fall. I will be doing a fall nail set, so stay tuned for that. And this polygel is so pretty. When I placed it on the card, I realized how pretty it was and I didn't want to waste it. So I removed some and placed it back into the polygel tube. We don't want to waste pretty glitters. So this is what all of the polygels look like when they are swatched. So I'm going to be using 2 colors from this kit, the dark brown and a light brown, more of a beige. So I'm just finding them, and then I am applying my sunscreen to my hand because my hand is going to be in the lamp often for this video and I want to protect my skin. So I picked out my nail tips off camera, and I'm going to be using this Modelones powder base, which is a glue. I'm going to be using that to adhere my nail tips. So I just placed some of the glue on the nail tip and then placed the nail tip on my nail and held it down for a while so that it could adhere to my nail. And when all of the nails were dried, I'm just going to be filing the free edge of the nails, and then I am going to be buffing the surface of the nails to remove the shine. Now I'm going to be plugging in my nail lamp. I wanted to use this nail lamp because I just wanted to use all of the items that came in this kit. I was kind of hesitant to use this nail lamp because it is a 6 watts nail lamp, and I'm using brown polygel. And brown polygel, well, dark polygel on a whole is very difficult to cure and it takes long, and I really don't want my hand in a lamp too often or for too long. And the fact that this lamp is pretty weak, it would be difficult to cure darker polygels. So I was hesitant, but I wanted to use it until it gave me a reason not to use it. So I'm just applying my gel base coat to all of the nail tips, and then I cured for 60 seconds. You have to cure it for a little longer. So I'm going to be using some brown foil glitter leaves, and I'm also going to be using this brown Modelones gel polish, glitter gel polish on the nails as well. So I'm going to be doing a peekaboo nail of some sorts. So I apply a layer of the powder base to the whole middle nail, and then I placed the foil glitter leaves on the nail. And then using my UV LED lamp and my jelly stamper, I'm going to be curing the glitters on the nail so that it wouldn't be sticking out. None of the glitters would be sticking out. Then I apply gel base coat again to seal in the glitters and cured for 60 seconds in my Modelones nail lamp. Next, I'm going to be applying the brown glitter gel polish to the tip of the middle nail, and then I would cure that for 60 seconds. So I'm using rubbing alcohol as my sip solution, and this is the polygel that I'm going to be using. So I apply a layer of the brown polygel on top of the glitters on the middle nail, and I'm just going to be evenly distributing that on the middle nail. So one thing I should have done was, when I was finished applying the 4-leaf glitters, I should have cut the excess from the sides of the nails and stuff like that, just to maintain the shape, so that when I am applying the polygel like I'm doing right now, I could actually pass the brush to the sides of the nails just to make sure it maintained the shape. However, when I try to do it right now, it is being obstructed by all of the glitters and stuff like that that is off of the nail a bit. So that kind of hindered me from getting an okay shaped nail from this middle nail. So yes, that was one thing I should have done. And also from this layer, you could still see the glitters on the nail because this layer is still a bit translucent. So you could still see the glitters under the nail. And I cured this nail for 60 seconds and it cured really well, and I was very happy about that. Look at the underside of the nail as well. I think it looks really cool. So yes, now I'm going to be applying another layer of this brown polygel to the whole nail because I want to cover the tip area where the glitters are showing. I want to make it more opaque. So I'm just going around the cuticle area, making sure that the polygel fits nicely around that area. And I just distribute the polygel and make sure that it fits neatly and stuff like that. But this nail wasn't as neat as I would like it to be, and that is because of how I started. I should have cut the excess glitters from off of the nail, but I didn't do that, as I said before. I still managed to do the nail and it looked decent. It could have looked better, but that is okay. And this is how the nail is looking. So I'm just using some rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer. And I filed the nails off camera. So I filed the nails for two reasons. I wanted to ensure that I could file the nail into shape. Although the nail isn't fully well shaped right now, I just wanted to make sure that I could file it into some sort of shape that it would look decent. And I also wanted to ensure that the nail was cured. I'm using a 6 watts nail lamp. It is a weak lamp, so I'm not sure if the inside of the nail is cured, and I don't want any uncured polygel on my nail. So by filing, it would show me whether the nail is cured or uncured, and it was cured, so I'm happy about that. So as you can see on the thumbnail, I am cutting the excess glitters off of the nail, and that is what I should have done on the middle nail. So I didn't show myself applying the polygel to the thumbnail, but what I wanted to show you guys is when I was curing the thumbnail, the polygel was moving and it went all over my cuticles. So I decided to switch to my powerful nail lamp to continue with this nail because I couldn't deal with that and I couldn't do anything about it, and that is because the nail lamp isn't strong enough. So while the nail was curing, or while I thought the nail was curing, it was actually moving, so it wasn't really curing as well as I thought it was. So I had to cure it in my bigger nail lamp to really ensure that it was cured. So yes, I just decided to use my 48 watts nail lamp. You can use the 6 watts nail lamp, but mainly to flash cure rhinestones or any nail art you are doing on a nail, or to cure light colors, not dark colors. I'm using a lot of dark colors for this nail set, so that's another reason why it wouldn't cure fully. It wouldn't penetrate the color as much as a 48 watt nail lamp. So you can use the 6 watts nail lamp for lighter colors or to flash cure nails. So the stronger lamps are better, and it ensures that the nails are cured faster, so you don't have your hand in a nail lamp too often. So on the index nail, I'm using a nude polygel. So I just placed a bead of the polygel and distributed throughout the whole nail. By the way, I didn't mention I'm using 2XL nail tips. So I cured the first layer for 30 seconds, and now I'm going in with my second layer just to build the apex of the nail. So I just placed a bead of the polygel and distribute it around the cuticle area, and then bring it up the nail a bit, and make sure to leave a bit of the polygel so that I can maintain an apex, and then I fade the rest of the polygel into the nail. I think I needed to apply another bead of polygel because this one was a bit too thin. I didn't get as much apex as I wanted, and it is because I used the excess polygel from when I did the first layer. I didn't apply more polygel to this bead, so I should have done that. And I cured for 30 seconds. So I did the ring nail off camera. Now onto the pinky nail, I'm going to be doing a French nail. So I just applied a small bead, a small and manageable bead to the nail bed area, and just formed it into the smile line that I want. This bead is very small and manageable, as I said before, because I want to be able to do a proper smile line. If I were to apply too much polygel, I wouldn't get a proper smile line. So I have to do this in 2 stages. So I apply the smaller bead and make sure to form the smile line how I want it, and then I would cure that for 30 seconds. Then I'm going in with a second bead, and this bead will be bigger and thicker on the nail, and I just formed it into the smile line that I already have on the nail and cured that for 30 seconds. Next, I'm using rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer from all of the nails. And then I filed the French nail to get a crisp smile line. Next, I'm going to be using the dark brown polygel again, so I'm just applying it around the smile line of the pinky nail, and I'm just going to be distributing it around that area. And when I reach the tip area, I am just going to be fading the brown into the tip of the pinky nail. And cured for 30 seconds. Now I'm using the glitter gel polish, and I just placed some where I did the fade for the brown polygel. I'm just going to be doing a glitter fade as well, and I flash cured for 5 to 10 seconds. Then I did another layer and faded the gel polish into the nail as well, and then I would cure that in my lamp for 30 seconds. Next, I'm going to be placing 2 of the 4-leaf glitters on the nail, and I used my stamper with my LED flashlight to cure it. I did that off camera. Now I'm going to be encapsulating the pinky nail using my Modelones clear polygel. And I cured that for 30 seconds. Next, I did another layer to build the apex of the pinky nail and cured that for 30 seconds. So this is after all of the nails are completed. This is how it looks, and I think it looks so good. Now I'm just going to be using some rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer, and then I filed the nails off camera. So this is after filing of the nails. Now I'm going to be doing some nail art. So I'm going to be doing a 3D flower, a sweater nail, a plaid nail. So I'm starting with these gold rhinestones here. I'm just going to be placing them on my nail palette for easier access, and I'm going to be starting on the middle nail. So I'm going to be placing some so I just thought I would show you guys the underside of the nail again. So I'm going to be placing some rhinestone glue in the middle of the middle nail, but at the side of the middle nail, as you all are seeing here. By the way, this nail set was inspired by a picture I saw on Instagram and Pinterest. I would leave the picture right here. So I'm starting with applying a large rhinestone, and then I would apply some smaller rhinestones around that larger rhinestone. And this was a very awkward position to have my hand in for such a long time, but I had to do it. I needed to show you guys how to do this 3D flowers using polygel. So I actually was going to cure it until I realized that the rhinestones were not in the middle of the nail. So I needed to push it down so that it could have an equal amount. As you can see here, I'm just measuring it with my finger just to get the middle of the nail. So yeah, I'm just pushing the rhinestones down and basically trying to get them in the middle and doing the same thing that I did the first time. Luckily, I did not cure it so that I can do this, because that would have bothered me, the fact that it wasn't exactly in the middle at the side of the middle nail. So yes, now that it is in the middle, I am just using some rubbing alcohol to clean the remainder of rhinestone glue that was left, and then I would flash cure it for 5 to 10 seconds and then cure it for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using the nude polygel that I used on the index nail and the ring nail. So I just placed a bead of that polygel on my nail palette, and I'm using a 3D brush to do this 3D flower. and also my rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to be using a dotting tool. So I dipped the dotting tool in rubbing alcohol, and then I picked up a bead of the nude polygel and placed it on the nail. Then using my 3D brush, I'm just going to be forming that into the flower. This was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It was really simple to do, but I think I still need some practice because there's some things that I'm seeing that I could have done better. And this is my fourth time doing a 3D flower, my third or my fourth time doing a 3D flower, and I cannot say that I have been practicing, but if I were, I think I would have done a better job at it. So the original plan was for me to do all of the petals first and then cure it. But when I was doing this first petal, I noticed that when I left it for a while, the polygel started to move a bit and the shape and indents that I created in the nail to form the petal was disappearing. So I had to flash cure it for about 10 to 20 seconds and then go on to doing the other petals. So I couldn't not cure any of the petals. I had to cure them for 30 seconds. Some of them I did cure for 30 seconds in my nail lamp, and some of them I flash cured. So this is how the nail is looking when I am finished with my 3D flower. Then I'm just using rubbing alcohol to remove the tacky layer. Now I'm going to be using this nude gel polish. So I'm just placing some on my nail palette, and at first I thought this color was totally off from the color on my nail. But you will see when I place it on the nail how similar this color looks to the one on my nail. I was kind of shocked. And I'm going to be top coating the ring nail and the index nail with matte top coat and curing that for 30 seconds. I'm going to be doing my sweater nail, so I'm just going to be using a nail art brush and the nude gel polish, and I'm just placing lines down the center of the nail, making sure that these lines stay centerized. They can sometimes end up being lopsided on the nail, so always try your best to make sure that they stay in the center of the nail while going down the nail, and ensure that the lines are not too thick as well. So I'm just going to be doing this sweater nail so that y'all can see how it is done. I really don't think I need to explain what I'm doing. Y'all can see it. I also try to ensure that the lines are not too thick while doing this sweater nail. And I have not cured the nail yet. I have to do the whole nail without curing, so always be careful when doing that because there is a possibility that you can accidentally smudge the nail, so be careful when doing this. So I make sure to get my clear acrylic ready, and I'm just going to be finishing up the sweater nail. So I'm just placing some dots at the side of the nail. I also did the same on the other side of this nail, but I didn't show myself doing that. Then I'm just going to be pouring the clear powder on the wet gel. Then I cured for 30 seconds. Now I'm just using a brush to remove all of the powder. And this is how it looks. Now on to the index nail. I'm going to be drawing a French smile line. Then I'm going to be pouring some clear acrylic on the wet gel. And curing that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using this black gel polish, also from Modelones, and I'm just going to be placing some on my nail palette. Then I'm just going to be drawing a line from the smile line to the tip of the nail. Then 2 lines across the nail, and when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now after curing the nail, I am going to be using some gel base coat, and I just placed it over the black gel polish on the nail. This usually reduces the chances of the black gel polish smudging. It didn't work as well as I thought it was going to work. It worked okay, but the black kind of still smudged a bit, but I cleaned it up before curing the gel base coat on the nail. And now I'm just going to be applying my matte top coat to the tip area of this nail. Make sure to get at the side of the nail right there. I didn't show myself doing that, but I did get to the side of the nail. Although I did apply matte top coat before, it's always best to apply an even layer of matte top coat every time you apply the matte top coat, so you wouldn't get that harsh line. So make sure to get the whole tip of the nail, and I cured that for 30 seconds. Now I'm just going to be drawing a few lines with the nude gel polish. And before curing the nail, I'm going to be pouring some of the clear acrylic on the nail, and then I cured that for 30 seconds and I brushed off the excess. And this is how the nail is looking. This is how my plaid nail is looking, and I think it looks really good. And I decided to lower the lighting so that you all can get a better look of the nails, and I think it looks so good. Let me know what you guys think. Now on the underside of the nails, I'm going to be applying glossy top coat to the middle nail and the thumbnail and curing that for 30 seconds. These are my peekaboo nails. Now I'm going to be applying matte top coat to the pinky nail and placing 2 rhinestones. Let me know which one y'all prefer. Do you guys prefer the nails matte or shiny? I will have a few clips at the end of the video with the nails matte and also with the nails shiny, so let me know which one y'all prefer. Now on the middle nail, I'm applying the matte top coat to the whole nail. I'm also applying it to the 3D flowers as well. And before curing, I'm going to be placing some rhinestones on the nail, and then I cure for 30 seconds. I also top coated the underside of the pinky nail with glossy top coat and cured for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking. I don't really like how the thumbnail is looking, but anyway, I'm just going to be applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. And this is the finished look. Guys, let me know what you think about this fall inspired nail set. I really liked using all of the nudes and brown polygel for this nail set, and I think it turned out really nice. Don't forget, Amazon Prime Day is October 10th and October 11th, so make sure and purchase a lot of items that you're interested in. I think this polygel kit should be one of them. You get really nice polygels and you get a lot of polygels for a really great price, and you get all of the essentials that is needed to do a polygel nail design. So I think Modelones really did a great job with this kit. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the nail set and all of the polygels that I got. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and make sure to stay tuned to see the glossy top coat that I applied to these nails as well, and let me know which one y'all prefer. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.